Now, our feature presentation.
What you are about to hear may be offensive to some portions of our listening audience. If you are easily offended by references to normal human bodily, social, and cultural functions, please exercise your right to control yourself and stop listening now. That is, tune out, turn off, on, or up, if you're into this sort of thing. And now, for our feature.
Understanding your radio is important.
Yep.
The controls are simple to operate. The most important being the channel selector. The radio should be equipped
With your favorite radio station, Big Mama Radio, you are waking up right now with the Rise and Grind Morning Show. Yeah. How y'all living today? And welcome. By the way, I'm gonna blow it up an ego right now, just so you guys know. Welcome to Fausto Friday.
Thank you, everybody. You're ready for a nice show today.
He already jiggled his boobs.
What?
Did y'all see me chasing my no?
He already
shaking my
jiggled
boobs?
his boobs already while you were.
Ooh, wow.
We're going
Internet
down
check.
this Friday. Thank God it's Friday.
Okay. Blink twice.
Today is Go for a Ride Day, National Taiwan On Day, National Jukebox Day, and Cranberry Relish Day.
Yeah.
What?
All right, cranberry relish. By the way, celebrate a little bit today. You are 6 days away from Thanksgiving. Black Friday is a week from today, and today and Cyber Monday a week from Monday. Get ready for that. Black Widow starred Scarlett Johansson is 40 today. Mark Ruffalo, 57. Jamie Lee Curtis, she's celebrating her 66th birthday. Steve Van Zandt celebrates his 74th birthday. And Billie Jean King is 81 today. And if it's your birthday, happy birthday to you. An amazing Friday show, but first we got to stretch it out.
Be careful, your church will fly up.
Billie Jean King is 81.
Why are you attacking me?
Show me movies.
You want me to show you a movie? Hell no.
Sure. I got flash.
Show me the money.
I got flash
Show
of belly
me
button
the
hole
total.
earlier. I gotta dodge it. Gotta dodge it.
Ellen DeGeneres
No.
and wife Portia de Rossi have moved to rural England,
Of course.
and the couple plans to never return to the United States. I'm going to throw that right on to the Diddy scandal and not the Trump deal.
I'm feeling
Absolutely.
it. I'm feeling it too.
Yup.
Actor Jessie Smollett's conviction for a hate crime hoax has been overturned by the Illinois Supreme Court. Details coming up inside the scroll. In the aftermath of all the damage that Hurricane Helene caused, it's also responsible for a Christmas tree shortage in the Southeast.
Well, that is a problem, isn't it?
The problem's gonna just keep coming.
Details
First world
inside the
problem.
scroll. A Florida man has been charged in a plot to bomb a New York stock exchange, according to charging documents. Harun Abdul Malik Yanner worked with several FBI informants and uncovered employees, telling them that the stock exchange, we want to hit that because it'll wake up people. Oh. And Jessica Simpson says she's heartbroken over her separation from husband Eric Johnson. They made it 10 years.
Oh. 10 years is pretty good for Hollywood.
10
Why
years?
do you leave? Why do you leave Jessica Simpson?
She's so
Because she's
beautiful.
crazy.
She's crazy. Or dumb.
Yeah.
But
both.
beautiful.
Well, hot and crazy. I'm going to talk about that coming up later on
Okay.
the show. U.S. credit card debt hit another record. We're using plastic so much there's none left for Madonna's
She's
face.
so beautiful.
Oh. Vote.
Oh, I get it now. I get it now. Okay.
A plane was shot in Dallas a week after one was shot in Haiti. Sorry, but leaving a hole in a plane doesn't make you cool. It makes you Boeing.
Oh. Boing.
Okay.
A plane was shot in Dallas. Wind turbine service technician. Wind turbine service technician is the fastest growing occupation in the country.
Really?
Yeah, the slowest growing occupation is Democratic Party strategist. Wah, wah, wah. A poll shows 94% of voters believe Donald Trump win was legitimate. The other 6% host shows on MSNBC.
That is so straightforward.
To the point.
To the point.
It's to the point.
It's gonna be huge.
American Airlines is expanding its crackdown on passengers who cut in line during the boarding process. The Spirit Airlines is cracking down on passengers who try to escape during the boarding process.
It's gonna be huge.
I'll be flying soon. American
Yes,
Airlines
you
is
will.
expanding
They filed for
Launch
bankruptcy.
Launcher in the sky.
process. The Spirit Airlines is cracking down on passengers who try to escape during the boarding process. Kim Kardashian posted some sexy pictures with her new robot.
Oh.
She likes him because he's the only guy who hasn't seen her sex tape.
I never saw that. But what,
All right, there's two.
What would I? It's the bit.
She posted some sexy pictures with her new robot. There's a little something in it for everybody. She likes him
Right?
Ray J's in it.
Oh, I have a reason now.
You ever seen the Pam Anderson sex tape?
No, but everybody know about that tape, but I've never seen it.
What do they know about that tape?
Well,
I'm just curious. I want to know from your point of view. We all know, but what do you know about that tape? Tell me.
that they're having sex.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
That's it?
That's what was. That's the skinny tall guy.
Nothing
What
about
was
the
it?
baby arm? What do they know about that?
What is it?
Nothing about the baby arm in it? I want to know from your point of
Well,
view.
that too. Like
What do you know about that?
big.
What's big?
His ego.
Netflix says the last season of Stranger Things will answer all your questions, like how are people in their 30s still in high school?
Oh my God.
Haley Bieber turns 28 today. She won't have much time to celebrate between taking care of her baby and taking care of her son. Morgan Wallen won Entertainer of the Year at the CMAs. He was so excited he started throwing chairs onto the roof. And Kansas City may get a WNBA franchise. Speaking of Kansas City athletes without balls, Taylor Swift dressed Travis Kelce again. And that is what's really going on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to jump right into the scroll. Here we go. Let's scroll it. Your news feed, my news feed. It doesn't matter whose news feed it is. They all look kind of the same. And that is what's really going on. The breaking news over the overnight was not political for the first time in 3 years.
Oh, wow.
Jessie Smollett.
Yes.
Conviction on charge that staged a hate crime against himself was overturned by the Illinois Supreme Court, but not because anyone thinks he's innocent. What happened was the Chicago DA, Kimberly Fox, reached a deal with Jessie that resulted in her dropping the charges. But then Mayor Rahm Emanuel didn't like that, so he appointed a special prosecutor to investigate. A grand jury restored the charges, and in 2021, Jessie was convicted. His attorneys argued that it was a vindictive persecution and that the original resolution to the case should have been the end of it. The state Supreme Court agreed in a 5-0 ruling overturning his conviction. Not overturning it based on the fact that he's innocent, but based on procedural situations. And just so you know, this is why you get an attorney.
Yeah.
If you ever need, listen,
They'll find a loophole.
listen, you walk into your attorney and you say, I've been charged with this. What are you going to be able to do with it?
Right.
And if the dude doesn't be like, yeah, we'll get you off.
Yeah.
If you ever need, listen, you got the wrong attorney.
Yeah.
You got to have somebody that thinks they can do it. They'll never go into an attorney that's like, yeah, we could probably plea bargain that down.
Right.
Oh.
I don't want that guy.
Yeah.
You want the guy who's like, man, we'll get rid of that
Like,
shit,
we
dog.
got you.
I mean, it's going to cost you $54,000, but we'll get rid of it.
Right. We'll make it worth your money, though.
They'll never go into an attorney that's like, I don't get it.
So can he have charges refiled against him?
Not for those.
Really?
What did he
It's
do
done.
though?
He faked a hate crime. He said he was beat.
Yes, I
And-
remember
but
that.
the issue is this, and the issue with the whole Jessie Smollett
Yeah.
is that he was on a show that was wildly popular,
Yes.
that wildly crossed over to different races and had a great audience. And the show was Empire. It was a great show. I loved it.
Yeah.
And he
he
ended
in
all their
Rebels?
jobs. He ended all their jobs because the show got canceled right after that. Like that was it. And they were highlighting him in the season, but he felt like he deserved more money. So what he wanted to do was raise his
Rating?
his popularity. So he faked a hate crime so people would feel bad for him and be like, oh, yeah, we love you, oh my God. And instead, people witnessed it, and the people who did it for him snitched on him.
Yeah, I think there was 2 black guys that were supposed to be
2 Asian guys, I think, if I remember
Yes,
correctly.
exactly. You're right. Now I do remember how desperately for attention you have to be that you have to do that.
I know, right?
I've seen people pretend to fall down just randomly out of the blue for attention. So it doesn't shock me.
Betty, what did you do?
Fausto, he's talking about you.
For attention you have to be that you have to do. Well, you see, I got that tension. Okay, let's move on now.
Everybody's looking
So,
at me.
everybody lost their mind when Matt Gaetz was nominated for Attorney General.
Yes.
And they were like, oh my God, he's paid for sex, and he's a bad person, bad person. And everything that he's ever done in his life, speeding tickets, toll tickets, everything he's ever got came out. And they have changed their mind, and now Trump names Pam Bondi as his pick for Attorney General. Pam Bondi was the Attorney General here in Florida.
Oh,
She's a pretty badass chick.
when did that happen?
Last night?
Last night?
Yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday. Hours after his first pick to run the nation's top law enforcement agency dropped out, President-elect Donald Trump named Florida Attorney General Pam Bondi as the new choice to run the Justice Department. Trump made the announcement in a post on social media Thursday evening, the same day that former Representative Matt Gaetz, whom the president-elect had selected to the role last week, withdrew from contention. For too long, the partisan Department of Justice has been weaponized against me and other Republicans. Not anymore. Trump said in a post on his True Social platform, Pam will refocus the DOJ to its intended purpose, fighting crime and making America safe again. I have known Pam for many years. She's a smart and tough and an American first fighter who will do a terrific job as Attorney General. Bondi's been under the consideration for the role before Trump tapped the former congressman. A person with knowledge to the deliberations told CNN that they considered Bondi to be one of the president-elect's favorite lawyers.
Oh.
Pam Bondi's a badass chick, just so you know. She's a badass.
People are saying yesterday in the TikTok hole that the whole Matt Gaetz thing was kind of like putting the bait out there to see who the rhinos are that would start returning stuff. And I guess, like, because they let it go real fast. Like, once everybody started turning on Matt, it was kind of like, okay.
I also feel like it could also have been this. Oh, you want a job in my... Okay, let's give you one. We'll make you Attorney General. All you have to do is handle your backlash and criticism. Can you handle that?
Yeah.
You have anything in your closet? Matt, they're going to find out. Do you have anything? No, you don't. You don't? All right, let's do it. But when it doesn't happen, I'm giving it to Pam.
Yeah, there you go.
When you fail miserably, I'm going to give it to Pam. Pam, you ready? All right, we're going to let Matt go out there and hang himself.
Yeah. Matt, go do your
Matt,
thing.
go hang yourself. Go ahead, go put yourself out of it. Right.
Everything
You
goes
go
with
that way,
intention.
Pam. You go that way.
Right. And he's like, oh, you're right, I owe you one. I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
If you can get it, you got it.
If you
get it, you got it.
If you don't got it, you don't got it. Sorry, Matt, you don't got it. Pam, you're in. Matt, you're fired.
Thank you for participating.
Bye.
Bye.
Matt, listen, Matt is a true Republican, a true conservative,
Yeah.
but has a grip of shit in his past, all right? Sometimes you got to lay low, dog. We like that you are outspoken and stuff, but sometimes it's time to break it down, dog. You better lay low a little bit.
He was a little too
Low.
Right. He'll have another job, though. Tom will give him another job. I made him in charge of janitors.
Right. He watches Jeff.
Matt Gaetz is in charge of the entire White House cleaning staff.
He's in charge of following RFK
Right.
around.
All right. All right, Matt, here's what I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you a job. Do me a favor. Keep all the hookers out. I know you know them all. Keep them out. Keep them out of the White House. All right? We don't want them just coming in here. I'm not Clinton.
You're in charge of the inventory of the Keep the inventory.
The check-in.
alive.
You're going to keep my little black book, Matt. All right?
Stable. Exactly.
Matt, you're in charge of presidential entertainment.
You're in charge of the inventory. And bring me a report every
Oh,
quarter.
oh my God.
The check-in.
Here's what I love, and I'm going to be honest with everybody. Yes, I am a true. What'd you say?
They're talking in the background. Y'all, make sure your phones are down and your computer is not.
Who hears that?
There, it's done. We're good. We found it. Thank you, guys.
There was talking in the background.
Who told you that?
You read the chat and people tell
But
you.
I don't have any.
You have a different chat than she has.
Oh, I'm okay.
You're
Thank you.
You
you have a different view than she has.
Called less privileged.
just gotta hit live chat.
I didn't say that. Why you got to make it like that? You making it all uncomfortable over there,
I'm
bro.
on
Just so you know.
Just because I'm an immigrant?
All right. In the age of truth, Cat Williams speaks on Diddy, dastardly deeds, and the Club Shay Shay appearance. Comedian Cat Williams is here for the age of truth he may have instigated. The funny man recently shared his thoughts on his new, now viral conversation with sports star Shannon Sharp on Club Shay Shay earlier this year, and how a random comment about Sean Diddy Combs opened the public's eyes to the rapper's darker side. Cat Williams, P. Diddy, be wanting to party, and you got to tell him no. I did. I got the receipts. Williams' appearance on Club Shay Shay Sharp's podcast at the start of the year saw the Friday After Next star speaking candidly about his alleged experience in Hollywood. As noted here on The Blast, Sharp initially brought up fellow comedian Dave Chappelle walking away from $50 million Chappelle Show contract in the early 2000s. In response, Williams said he had also been promised millions of dollars from Hollywood bigwigs multiple times, but turned them down due to what he might have to give up in order to gain that kind of money.
Okay.
I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times just to protect my integrity and my virgin hole I was telling you about.
Among all the words that you can pick, you
I had
choose
to turn
those
down
words.
$50 million. He then added, because P. Diddy be wanting to party, and you got to tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did. See, I got the receipts for everything. I'm telling you, that's why I can say them so freely. Later in the conversation, Cat made an anonymous warning for mainstream figures who leverage their celebrity to get away with crude and illegal acts. All these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024, he told Sharp. It's up for all of them. All their lies will be exposed because P. Diddy be wanting to party. You got to tell him no, he said. So Cat Williams said that 2024 isn't the year of truth. It's the start of the age of truth. Yeah. And he believes that this is how it's all going to go down.
Is that how when the veil comes out?
Right.
Year of truth. That's interesting.
The crazy part is it's Cat Williams who came out and opened the eyes of America.
I know, Cat Williams.
Cat Williams of all people, right? And how'd that work? And who set that up? And it's almost like Cat Williams is working for the other side.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Don't worry, I know how to get the word out. Shay, I'm coming on your show, man.
I've got this.
I know what to do, man. Pimpin'.
He's out there.
Man, look, he told everybody, hey, P. Diddy going down, and P. Diddy went down.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So how does Cat
would've
Williams
thought?
know? And
he risked a lot because people were like looking at him like he's nuts.
but he
Trying to go against P. Diddy,
Yeah.
you gotta have big balls.
listen,
And a good lawyer.
Cat
Yeah.
Williams goes, and Dave Chappelle, both of them, who obviously, according to this article, turned down the let me sodomize you for Hollywood.
Yeah.
And they turned that down, and they're both could go right now to any arena in America and sell it out and put the money in their own pocket.
Right.
They don't need the machine, if you will. They don't need that. And
Right.
and they've decided they're not working for them. And Cat has taken it to another level. Like, not only am I working for you, I'm telling everybody not to work for you, man.
Right. Everybody's gonna know about this.
Everybody's going to know about you trying to get on my virgin hole. That's going to be my new name.
That's
my new name
phrase,
for it.
virgin.
He was making
hole.
very similar jokes
Yeah.
about Harvey Weinstein back then, too.
Oh, Wayne.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
He
yes.
Yeah, there's very similar details. The virgin hole part changed, but everything else is the same joke.
So he knows.
Oh my God.
He knows what's up.
Right.
So he's either had this issue many times where he's been offered 50
Right, they bring
million,
in, "Come
or
here,
he's-
Cat.
Or he's funny as hell.
Cat, can take your
Yeah.
pants down. We want to make you famous.
Wanna make-
Bitch, I am famous. No, we want to make you more famous. We're going to make you $50 million. Take your pants down. No. Hell no.
I mean, how many times has that happened to you? I mean, it's a common thing.
Bitch, if I get, hey, 50 million, I'm taking them down just for everybody knows. All right.
You take them down and burn them.
I've done it.
Y'all ain't
I've
never
done
gonna
it for
see
the
me
love of
again,
art.
and I don't even care if they put it on the internet because you all never gonna see me again.
He's like, who cares about that?
The
glory
problem with
hole?
Hollywood is 50 million ain't enough for them. That's
No.
the problem with
That is
Hollywood.
the problem. There's not
Right.
such a thing as this is
Shit.
enough.
They blow through
Yeah.
50
Same with
million.
football
Always more,
players and
more,
basketball
more.
players. Look, I'm just gonna be honest. You give me $120 million over 6 years, and I'm guaranteed $40 million. I'm hurt after year one.
You're just gonna like fall over.
Right. I'm gonna take the $20 million I made in year one and the $40 million guarantee. I'm gonna take $60 million and kiss my ass. I'm out.
I'm good. I'm out of here.
I'm even gonna arrange it. I'll give you $1 million to knock me on my dick. I'm paying some linebacker to come
Let's
fucking
do it.
wham and knock you out. Like, I'm going to legitimately do that. That's me. If I'm an NBA player, hey, dog, we going down to the court. I'm going to get you $1 million. I need you to knock me down really, really hard.
It'll be like your grocery store story. just
Oh my God.
just you get reimbursed this time.
Every time I see you, I learn something new from you.
What's the grocery store story?
The one where you punched out your penis.
Hey, man. I didn't knock it. I didn't punch it out. I had an accident. A traumatizing accident.
Sure.
It has. Now I'm afraid to show it to anyone.
Oh my goodness. I don't know that story.
You missed it. Listen
missed
more.
it.
I'm not telling
Let's
the
hear
dick
this
story
week.
twice.
Okay.
All right.
It was this week too.
It was too painful.
It is painful hearing it.
All right. That's why you got to make sure you listen each and every day because you might miss the story of me damaging my manhood.
Yep. In the grocery store.
How Google are you? By the way, coming up in the next hour,
Yeah.
you guys know I hate turkey. I say it every year,
Yes.
right?
Every day lately.
Yeah.
There, we're counting down to the bit.
Countdown to Turkey Day.
Right.
The heat's coming heavy.
I hate turkey. I'm just trying to make sure that I say it enough times that when Hannah does log in, she understands she has to have ham when I get to her
fair
house
that-
on
Right.
Tuesday.
It's fair to say she
Right.
can't not know.
I saw him picketing at Publix with the I hate
Right,
turkeys.
right.
to himself.
There's this guy on social media that sits in he sits at grocery stores.
Yeah.
And he was like, this lady walked by, he like, oh, Bud Light, you got some Bush Light there, do you? And she turned around and goes, no. He got a little early be drinking. He like a black guy with a
Yeah.
southern accent. And he makes people feel uncomfortable. I want to go into the turkey section and be like, you go eat that dry ass thing?
Where's that thing?
That thing is dry as hell. You don't want to eat that thing. You know you can't make that moist, right? Hey, just for the record, I want y'all to understand that you don't eat turkey any other time of year.
You need a pamphlet.
I like
For
turkey.
real.
Matter of fact, I'm going to start checking turkeys in July. I'm going to go in July of next year. I'm going to go to the store and be like, I need to get a turkey. They're going to be right over there, and it's going to say Best Buy November.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good
Right.
name for a son. Turkeys in July.
Turkeys for what?
But I
That's
found
all.
something
Sound
with
turkeys
next
in
hour.
July.
When we get into the next hour, I found something that is worse than turkey, and everyone in America agrees. And I can't even believe they made this article because when I tell you about this article, you're going to be blown away because it's funny, it's hysterical. And when I read it, I was all like, "Well, this was a waste of paper," but I printed it still because I wanted to share it.
Okay.
It was that good. I'll tell you more about it coming up later on.
All right.
How Google are you? And I decided this. How to questions each state Googles more frequently. So I'm going to say each state's question. We're going to see if we can answer them.
Okay.
How Google are we?
Let's do it.
All right. How Google are we?
To it.
In Alabama, they want to know how to draw a dog.
How to draw a
How to
dog?
draw a dog.
Draw.
Yeah. And how to laminate floor. How to install laminate floor.
Okay.
How to play chess. How to learn Spanish. And how to make love.
I can teach him Spanish.
And I can make love.
Make
The
sure you're
rest
teaching.
of the things is for white people.
I just want to say, make sure you're teaching the right crowd. It could backfire if you're teaching the wrong crowd.
Well, and we've set a standard here. It's 50 million or you're trash.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
50 million.
You're so stupid.
In Alaska, they want to know how to fish. That's it.
What?
That's it?
That's all they
Really?
Google. How to fish.
I would think if you're in Alaska, you have
I'm
to know
wondering
how
if
to fish.
people
That's
from
like a
Alaska are
free ride.
happy. I always see
And-
them like suffering in Alaska.
Alaska.
Suffering.
Yeah, like every show that has to do with Alaska is people trying to survive.
Well, that's because Alaskan natives struggle.
But why don't you
Like when there
why
are
don't they
Native
leave?
Alaskans, they I don't know why they're there. They struggle.
They're there.
They're Native Alaskans. There's a lot of there's a lot of struggle. The people that get brought there, military,
Yeah.
and people that find homes there are different. Or people that, a lot of people get sent there through the, like military bases have been in Alaska for years. So populations have grown by people who never left, that aren't in the military anymore.
Gotcha.
Wasilla and Anchorage and these areas around Anchorage are massively popular. Fairbanks, I lived there.
You live there?
I lived there once, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So, and Fairbanks was the coldest place on earth. I mean, it's not legitimately, but it was for me.
Yeah.
You
It
have
was
to,
for-
you have
if
to
it-
do,
and if
when
it
you
is
go
for
to
me.
Alaska for the military, you have to do cold weather indoctrination.
Yeah.
So during the dead of winter, they take you to Fairbanks, where there's ice fog, and when you walk, it makes a tunnel because the fog is ice. And if you go like this, you can make a.
That is crazy.
It's cool, but shitty at the same time.
Interesting.
But it was,
I have never even seen.
But I
snow
tell you
in
what
my
I
life.
loved about Alaska is that I was a paratrooper, and when you jump out of a plane in say Georgia and you hit the ground, there's an impact.
Yeah,
right.
of
I
course.
mean, they teach you how to not feel that impact. That it's not really a bad impact, but there's still an impact. Rough on your knees when you're jumping into hard ground. In Alaska, you jump into 6 feet snowbanks, and you just stop. Poof. And you're still standing.
plop there.
And you're still standing. Like, you don't even come down. Like, you're still standing. So when you just stop into these snowbanks, and then a snowmobile comes up and picks you up, and you don't have to walk off the drop zone. And in like Georgia or anywhere else I jump, you have to walk off the drop zone to a pickup zone, and then you get picked up and taken out off.
wow.
In
That's-
Alaska,
that
they
is
would pick you up on a snow. Wait. I'm gonna jump. You're gonna pick me up on a snowmobile. And they were like, yeah. I was like, bro, let's jump every day. There's no work in it.
Pretty
I get
much.
on the plane. There's no
It sounds
exercise.
kinda fun, actually.
Right. That
Sounds
made it fun. The reason I joined the military was to jump out of planes, and it was real funny because when I went to basic training was at Desert Shield. The day I got to basic training in '90, it was Desert Shield. The day I got to my unit, or not to, I got to actual basic training. Right after we graduated, right before we were going to AIT, Desert Storm started. So Desert Storm started, and they wanted everybody to go mechanized in the Army, which means you're in a can, you're in a vehicle, and they take you places, and you're a mechanized infantryman, and you don't actually jump in anywhere, and you'd have to give up your jump school.
Okay.
Now they said we'll eventually send you to jump school. Don't worry, you're still guaranteed jump school, but you won't go right after AIT.
Gotcha.
So if you're cool with being mechanized or not cool, raise your hand. As Sean would know, and any veteran in the world knows, the one thing you never do in the military is raise your hand. What did I do? I raised my hand.
No, I did not.
What?
That's
Me and
like
Shame
wearing the
on
red
you.
shirt in Star Trek.
right, me and two other guys raised our hand. I didn't want to
yeah.
give up my jump stripes, so they
outta
sent us
here.
to Alaska. They sent us to jump school, and then
Okay.
sent all three of us to Alaska, and that's why I ended up in Alaska.
You're full of surprises.
Arizona, how to make horchata. What is horchata? Horchata?
Horchata. Horchata.
Horchata. What is horchata?
Horchata is a
Is that-
beverage. It's with origin.
What's the other
Spanish
thing that you
origin.
can-
Rice drink.
Rice drink. It's rice, and then you put peanuts, and it's just delicious. And cinnamon. It is very known in Hispanic culture, more than likely Mexico
What's
and
the other?
Central America.
What's the Puerto Rican thing that you get at Christmas?
Coquito.
Conquito.
Coquito, or other countries call it.
You make conquito?
No, we don't.
You don't?
No. Rompope.
Do you like conquito?
Coquito.
Coquito?
No conch.
No in it.
No, coquito.
Oh, coquito. All right, do you like it?
I do. I do, and I don't. I don't like the milk part, and
But I like the alcohol effect.
But I like the alcohol shit.
Right.
And I can use the bathroom later if I have to throw up. That doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But you know, but
Right. I understand the same thing. Like, I don't know.
Bailey.
Yeah, Bailey's. Oh,
Bailey's. No.
No.
Okay, and the reason why I don't like it because I made the mistake the one time get drunk on that. I regret it for eternity.
For eternity.
Eternity.
Absolutely.
Like this is it for me. So yeah, that is very known in Hispanic culture.
Wow.
It started in Central America. and
They
Mexico.
also, how to call Mexico is number 2 on their list. How to become a notary, how to become a pilot, how to fix a running toilet, and how to get skinny.
Oh damn.
How to be pretty in Connecticut.
Get out of here. For real?
Yeah.
Gotta how to be pretty. There's a lot of ugly people there or what?
DC is how to negotiate a salary. Florida, how to keep a man. Oh, this is great. How to keep a man, how to use Facebook Live, how to be more social, how to do magic, how to belly dance, how to make money as a teenager, how to donate blood. Florida got a lot of them. How to become a lawyer, how to make jewelry, and how to break a lease, and how to get out of Florida.
A lot of people want to get out of Florida.
I Googled search belly dancing before.
North.
Have you?
Yes.
You did?
I did.
Of course you did.
Course
That's actually one of the links that you sent me this morning, like at 4 a.m. How to belly dance.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
And I'm like, are you kidding me?
At 4 a.m.?
4 a.m. She was like sending me these links about how to belly dance. I'm
She
like,
was a good belly dancer.
You didn't go to bed till 4 a.m. and you're here?
Huh? What? What'd you ask me?
What time did you go to bed?
do you even sleep? I was gonna say.
Yeah, I went to sleep like at 10. But I was up. Because I find things and then I send them and then I go back to sleep. I don't know.
If you check my messengers, it's all about TikTok and Instagram.
Oh, me too.
Links.
I get them too.
Oh, you too?
Yeah, she sends them to me.
You're part of my struggle.
And I get mad when TikTok doesn't automatically connect the video and I got to go back 4 times. I'm like, why are you not coming on?
Me too. I hate it.
Son of a bitch.
I hate it.
Get it together, TikTok.
But the day that she don't send me nothing, I'm like,
then he
why
said,
you don't love
what's
me?
wrong? Why are you upset with me?
Why you're so upset with me?
When I don't send him a meme of some sort.
Right.
What did I do?
Why are you not up at 4 o'clock in the morning thinking about me?
Right. Why are you not?
My guy's getting hot.
I
in
sent
here.
him a link today about how our signs were compatible.
Is it getting hot?
No, because I have a lone shirt.
Or we can definitely change the program on it. I'll do
That's
it during
a
the
new
break.
shirt,
During the break,
isn't
I'll change it. I'll change it up.
I could tell because it's still folded.
So one things I have to say real quick that I just think is crazy. Oh, I don't.
Oh, I like the background nose.
Those are the ones that are going to get me in trouble.
Oh.
I'm changing all of those. So, what do you want to be when you grow up? Did you know what you wanted to be when you grew up, Sean? Like when
Not
you were
accurately.
Not accurately. What did you want to be? Do you remember?
I wanted to be a pilot initially.
All right.
Which didn't make a lot of sense because I have this crazy fear of heights. So that turned into working on aircraft, which then ultimately is turned into working on aircraft for a while, the computers.
You know, I can tell you worked on aircrafts. Did you work in the military? You worked on aircrafts?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you have no fear of being on that ladder and putting stuff on top of this bus.
No. Once you climb up the side of a helicopter on a ship,
Bro, he's just up there the other day, and I'm like, bro, he's on the top rung of the ladder. He's like, come on. He's jumping.
I can't.
And I'm like, what are you doing, bro?
No.
I can't either.
No, that is definitely you have
You know
to
what?
be
Here's the
built up
deal.
for that.
I know not one, but 2 radio disc jockeys that have died falling off a ladder. One of the most famous ones right here in this town.
You're not building a good case for me to get up there and take it down later.
Right. Don't do it solo is what I'm saying.
Yeah, you need peeps.
Right. There's things I don't like to do solo either.
Me neither.
Right.
So when I grew up, I knew I wanted to be in the military. Like, I knew I wanted to be in the military. So, but as I got into the military, I realized that my true love was going to be outside of the military.
Yeah.
And that's why I did my time and bailed. And then I got out, and it took me failing at 2 or 3 different things that I was good at. I was good at it, but didn't like it. That's what I call failing. It's not successful if you're good at something, but you hate doing it. That's not a successful career.
Yeah.
All right? That's a bad one. You're failing.
Yeah.
Right.
You haven't found your passion. You have to find your passion and figure out how to make money out of your passion. That's the deal. That's how it works
Pretty
in
much,
life.
yes.
I was sitting, and it's the reason I got on radio, I'll never forget it. I'm sitting on New Year's Eve. I don't know if I've ever told the story, but I love telling the story, so I'm going to tell it right now. It's New Year's Eve, 1995 into 96.
Yeah.
Maybe 94 into 95. I'm going to say 95 into 96, I think.
I was 6 years old.
And I'm at a party, and we're at a Red Roof Inn. Now, keep
Oh,
in mind,
boy.
this is 95. Not Red Roof what it is today. If you go back 95, Red Roof was a nice hotel. It wasn't a a place where you bought crack.
And hookers?
Which, by the way, I drove through the parking lot in the North Fort Myers Hotel over here. Have you ever driven through the parking lot?
Yeah.
I'll do it. It's worth it all day.
I wanna do it.
Drive
Let's do
through
it.
and just people watch. Crackheads everywhere. Everywhere. in the morning, they're like just waking up. They're look like they've been up for 4 days. But we're at a Red Roof Inn, and I'm working in retail. I am a manager at a mall jewelry store, GM.
Yeah.
And the store manager has to be, what do you do on New Year's Day? New Year's sales.
Sales, right.
It's sale. Hey, everyone, we got a New Year's sale. Come to the mall. Come shopping. So we had a New Year's sale, and all general managers were required to be at the store on New Year's Day.
Yeah.
So I had to open the store. And at 8 a.m. and so I'm at this New Year's Eve party, and all my friends are like, oh, we're going to go all night, yeah. And it's like 1 a.m. and I'm like, I got to go. I got to go to bed, guys. I legitimately got to be up at 8.
Yeah.
So I went to my room and went to bed. I went to bed so angry and so miserable. And I realized that I make good money, but I hate what I do. And I don't like it. I mean, I was making a lot of money. And at the time, it was just crazy. Like, I mean, that was when I understood how to make real money, was at this point in my life that I decided to make the least amount of money in my life. And then I just decided, I'm sitting there, I went to sleep, and I woke up the next day, and I walked in and I quit the jewelry store.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
And I called, it was about midday, I called the district manager and said, I'm leaving and I'm not coming back.
Wow.
I got to find new things in life, and this ain't it. And she was like, you're just having a crisis. I was like, no, I'm out. I'm leaving. See you. Come do inventory if you want. I'm leaving. And I left and walked into a radio station in Dayton, Ohio, and I said, I need to talk to the boss. Like, I left the jewelry store and walked into this place. And this guy goes, who are you? I said, I don't know who I am. I said, but I know if this guy hears me, he'll hire me. Let me talk to this guy.
Yeah.
So he comes over and goes, what's up? I was like, listen. My stepdad was a radio disc jockey for years. He actually worked in this building many moons ago. I want to be a disc jockey. I think I got what it takes. If you hear me, you'll hire me. Let's get this shit done.
Okay.
With that kind of confidence.
Yeah.
Okay.
And understand, did not have this voice. And I'll find one. I still have one tape of me when I first started. My voice is so high. It's so high pitched, it doesn't even sound like me.
Oh, my goodness.
But Crown Royal and Newports will lower your.
I was going to say that.
Right. Lower it big time. And
I should start doing that because.
And I walked in there and they made fun of me. I'll never forget. They made complete fun of me. They put me in our studio and told me to do a break. And I used to practice. So I had a cassette of this thing, and it was the countdown show that they would do on my local radio station, and I recorded it.
Yeah.
And
like
I
the top 10 or whatever.
And then I would do the breaks.
Yeah.
So I started to understand doing the breaks, and I would do these, the Crazy 8 at 8 is brought to you by Hertz Chrysler Plymouth Dodge in Middletown. If you know every one of them, 8 through 1, be my ninth caller, and you'll pick up on a 13-inch Gozato's Pizza. Good luck to you from Z93. And I would practice all these, and I would do them, and they put me in the room, and I did them again. And they were like, the afternoon guy, who I hated it until probably 5, 7, 8 years ago, 10 years ago, when we actually burnt the issue that we had. He was like, he sucks, I want him out of here. And he walks away from me. And the night guy was like, nah, this dude wants to be in radio, I'm gonna get him into radio. And he made me an intern and put me in my boxer shorts on a street corner telling, bro, I've been in lingerie at a bowling alley on a Friday night. I've been in my boxer shorts countless times on the street corner.
Oh my goodness.
Because that's what
it's like hazing.
It is.
That's all.
And you can't do that anymore. But I will tell you this.
Yeah.
The radio DJs that are still in the business that were hazed when they started are great jocks. Some of the best in America. Because they earned their way there.
Yeah.
They weren't handed it. They weren't given it, and they weren't the person who is becoming, and the radio industry is slowly becoming scabs, is what it is. They find somebody, they're like, oh, are you willing to do 19 jobs for the same job you're doing now? And you're like, yeah, I'll do it. And then they fire the other 18 people, and you take on 19 jobs. Now, the good news is you've got a promotion because you've got this new title on your name, but you're not, and they may have paid you $5 more grand.
So when did
but
you
they
know
saved
that was...
$180,000. When did radio go that way? About 5 years ago. About 6 years ago, it started turning.
Okay.
And the pandemic destroyed it. The pandemic put a nail in it, and I'm going to tell you why. And everyone can believe this or not. During the pandemic, radio stations wanted to stay on air, so they started sending their jocks home with stuff to broadcast from their house, like we have here. And then they would dial into the radio station and record their shows. or they would record them and send them in, and someone would put them in, and there would be one person at the radio station, and everybody else would be at home.
Yeah.
And then they realized that they were putting recorded shows on and getting ratings without anybody actually being in the building.
Changed it.
And they realized I can cut my cost across the board. But what they didn't realize is that no one tunes in, and I hope that I've said it before, and I'll say it again. No one turns into a radio station to hear the music.
No.
If you want to hear your favorite artist, what do?
What, you just get
You open
there.
up Apple Music.
Yeah.
You open up Pandora. You open up somewhere.
Spotify.
You don't go, you know what? The days of you waiting to hear a Morgan Wallen song on the radio
Oh, no.
are over.
Yeah. I
If
just
you're in
go-
the mood for Taylor Swift, you're in the mood for Morgan
Just-
Wallen, you
just
just
dive
open
in.
up your phone and get it on
You're
demand right now. Which,
Yes,
by the
sir.
way, that is America. America is an on-demand right now type of world. It's the reason you go into the mall right now and they don't open till 11 o'clock and we're a month from Christmas.
I've seen that.
Like, they don't open until 11 o'clock and we're a month from Christmas because brick and mortar is collapsing due to the amazing amount of online ability in the world. Because why? Because here's the deal. America wants it now. And I'll tell you a good example. It happened yesterday with Sarah.
Yeah.
She wanted Ugg boot cleaners. She's got Ugg boots and she wants to buy cleaner for her Ugg boots because something got spilled on it and she wants to clean it.
Yeah.
She goes, do you think Target has it? I was like, I'm sure Amazon has it. You can get it tomorrow. Have it before
Yeah.
we got it. She goes, but if I can get it now, I'll
Right.
go get it now. And that's the world we live in
Yeah.
now. They want it now. So when radio started doing this whole thing of recording their shows, and which, by the way, even the station that I'm on, that I used to be on, and B103, now I'll tell you right now, you got a live morning show, you got a recorded midday, a recorded afternoon, and a recorded night show. There's 2 people that are actually on the radio in that building.
Yeah.
2. If you go to K-Rock, nobody.
You're very passionate about
They're
this
all
today.
recorded because it bothers me because it's my life, my industry, and they've decided to turn their back on it and not realize that the reason your money's failing and these companies are losing all their stock options and advertisers are going different directions is because people like me, who I believe is, in my own personal opinion, and this may sound arrogant, in the top 25 best talent in the country, all right? And if you give me the budget of the number 1 guy, I'll smoke his ass like a bad cigar, hands down. And so that industry has decided to cut the corner of the jog and focus on the music and the digital footprint. And people like me have gone out and just for the record, I've done damage. Like, you got to understand, I've done damage. I've taken 50, 60, 70 grand out of their pocket just based on the influences I have in town and the station. They could have this money in their pocket. Now, to them, I'm nothing. To them, I'm a drop in the bucket. I get that. But I've made the money. I used to tell them, I make you the money. I personally bring you the money, you pay me.
Right.
So I'm a free employee. Don't ever forget that. I bring you the money. Hey, you want to spend 10 grand? Let me take you to the person to spend 10 grand to. Hey, we need a sponsor for this. Hey, I know somebody.
Right.
Well, those people are now sponsoring things that we do here, and they're a part of this. And those people get and I could, Extreme was on for a year and a half with us. I'm thankful for those guys.
Yeah.
And all that money could have been the radio station's money.
Right.
But they didn't, and that's the issue. When you start turning your back on the influencers within your own building, your influencers find a way to make more money. And listen, if I could do anything in the world, I would get up and start consulting radio stations and slide into their building and be like, all right, let's hire staff.
I think it's like that with everything, though, because even like Fausto had a transition, and people were calling him like, "Where did you go? Where did you go?" It's not about what he sells; it's about
Right.
the person
Absolutely.
that represents that and the connection that they have with him.
Yeah.
So
and
It's-
I agree.
that is one of the best
it's-
examples. It's
It's you.
and the world is not set up anymore for people not to make money. I hate to break this to everyone out there, and there are people I know personally working a regular job right now, and they're trying to figure out how to make money out of that job, and they need the job to survive, so they're like leaning on that job, but the job ain't paying them enough. Those are the exact type people I would tell you to go figure out how to make your own money, because it's going to change your life, because you got work ethic. If you got work ethic,
Yes.
work for yourself. If you don't got work ethic, go work for somebody else.
Right. There you go.
By the way, if you're going to go work for yourself or work for somebody else, let me give you the jobs you should influence your kids to do. John Conway's daughter, Winslet, has known for 5-6 years, and she's just turned 15.
Yeah.
That she wants to be an anesthesiologist.
Really?
Okay.
It is the #1 job to go get in the world. All right, just so you know, highest paying job, $239,000 a year, anesthesiologist.
And so all you do is just put people to sleep. Do
Most-
anything, and then
most
Well,
come back?
that is
The-
a big responsibility because a
the
lot of
biggest-
people have died.
The
Yeah.
biggest.
Just because, okay, so in Honduras, I got a friend, an acquaintance actually, her sister was supposed to get a hernia
Yeah. Surgery.
surgery. The anesthesiologist, whatever you want to, I don't know if I'm saying it right,
Yeah.
put a little bit more than what it should be. And now he's in jail, of course, because he said,
Wow.
yeah. And it was just a regular hernia.
Anesthesiologists are like private, and they're like independent contractors. They're like contractors.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Because if you went right here, right now, and got surgery,
Yeah.
you're not cutting a check to the anesthesiologist to them. They pay somebody to
Exactly.
come in and be the anesthesiologist.
Takes liability.
And that guy takes
Liability, sir.
that guy comes in and collects his check, puts you to sleep, hangs out for the 4 or 5 hours you're under surgery, wakes you back up, and says, "All right, you guys have a good day. Going to
Right.
Miami."
Right.
I'm going to Miami. I'm going to Savage. Oh, when I was in the hospital, they put
Imagine
me
you
to
put one
sleep.
person, you work one day
Yeah.
as an anesthesiologist, and you make enough money
Well, you get
to
paid
pay
for
your
the
mortgage.
responsibility. Yeah.
to pay your mortgage.
Fantastic.
Pay my mortgage today.
Yeah.
Time to put you to sleep. Got to pay my mortgage.
Knock
I
you
gotta put you to
out.
sleep. I gotta pay my mortgage.
A gynecologist is
knock
number
you
2
out.
on the list. Oral surgeon, number 3 on the list. Psychiatrist, number 4. Go be a doctor.
Yeah.
Most common jobs in the world, though, cashier. Check this out. Just $30,000 a year. Food prep worker, $31,000 a year. Stocking associate, $36,000 a year. No one can live off this money anymore. That is
Not in
legitimately
Florida,
not
for
even
sure.
not even a minimum wage. It's not even minimum wage now. I'm telling you, that's the issue with salaries now. They think and radio's really big about that. They think giving you $50,000 a year is a big deal. Well, we're going to give you bonuses up to like 75. Well, the bonuses aren't guaranteed, so I'm only making $50,000 a year, and it's only
Yeah.
$6,000 a month. And then you take taxes out of it. Understand, or $5,000 a month, and you take taxes out of it. Now I'm down to $3,200 a month, and then you take my mortgage out of it. Now I'm down to $1,200. You take my car payment. I'm down to $400. You can't live.
No,
Now
you
you gotta use your
cannot
credit card.
live. You gotta live with like a million people in one rented house, and if you have a kid, and if you have a loan payment, that's it. There's no
Yeah.
money. $13 an hour is the minimum wage in Florida.
Oh,
Yeah.
I started there when I moved here, and
All
I
right.
worked my way up, of course, but.
we got to take a
horrible.
break. We got to take a break, guys. We got to take a break.
show.
Got to wrap up the first hour. We come back. We're going to talk all about Thanksgiving coming up next hour. What a great time to talk about it. We'll get into it next right here on BMR. Ho, ho, ho. Get ready for a holiday event like no other. It's Grinch Fest.
It's go time.
Join us on December 14th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at John Michael Diamond and Jewelry Studio for a celebration that'll warm even the Grinch's heart.
Oh, really?
Come cozy in your PJs for your Christmas pajama party. Bring the whole family to meet the Grinch and snap a 360-degree video with him, thanks to SJC Technology. But don't worry, Santa will be there too in the Grinch Free Zone. Brought to you by John Michael's Diamond and Jewelry. We've got free buttery popcorn, sweet cotton candy, icy snow cones, all thanks to our generous sponsors. Show off your moves in a hula hoop contest. Bounce around in the Christmas bounce house and enjoy festive tunes by Big Mama Radio and Big Events Florida. And don't miss our Grinch Lounge for arts and crafts, fun games, huge raffles, and tasty from local food trucks. Let's show the Grinch just how magical Christmas can be. That's Grinch Fest, December 14th, 11 to 2.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
John Michael Diamond and Jewelry Studio, 1331 Cape Coral Parkway.
Happy holidays.
Get ready for a family fun day packed with holiday cheer.
Hey, Southwest Florida. Have you tried the casual fine dining steakhouse in Cape Coral that everyone is raving about? If you haven't, come down to Prime 239 Steakhouse. We offer prime steaks, specialty dishes, delicious craft cocktails, and of course, save room for our decadent desserts. Check us out online at prime239.com. We are open Monday through Thursday from 4 to 10 and Sunday from 4 to 11. We are located at 1715 Cape Coral Parkway West. So come give us a try if you haven't already. Prime 239. It's quality you can taste.
Hey, Southwest Florida, are you tired of daydreaming about that perfect backyard oasis? Well, wake up and smell the sunscreen, because Custom Pools by Design is here to turn your pool dreams into a splastastic reality. From picturesque Punta Gorda to breathtaking Bonita Springs, we've got the Sunshine State covered like SPF on a summer day. Our in-ground custom pools are like the MVPs of backyard beauty. And don't forget to ask about the exclusive marble decking. And guess what? We've got spas that are hotter than a jalapeno in the Florida sun. Soothing bubbles, anyone? Here at Custom Pools by Design, we're not just building pools, we're crafting outdoor masterpieces. We'll work with you to create a backyard wonderland that even your neighbors will want an invite to. What sets us apart? The exclusive use of PebbleTech pool interiors. Custom Pools by Design, family owned and operated for 20 plus years. And don't forget to check us out online at custompoolsbydesign.com. Swing by our showroom at 1007 Southeast 12th Court in Cape Coral. Call Custom Pools by Design at 239-573-4439 and dive into the details. Custom Pools by Design, where your backyard dreams take the ultimate plunge. Let's make a splash, Southwest Florida.
Navigating an insurance claim alone? Don't risk it. Let Extreme Adjusting Services be your advocate. From reviewing your policy to documenting every detail of your property damage, with Extreme Adjusting Services, you get a dedicated insurance professional who manages all communications with your insurance company, expediting your settlement process. Call 833-322-7872 today for a free, no-obligation review, or visit extremeadjusting.com. Extreme Adjusting Services, prioritizing your needs over insurance. Our promise to you.
Have you always wanted the home of your dreams? Welcome to Academy Home Developments, where we're not just building homes, we're building lifestyles. At Academy Home Developments, we believe that your home should be more than just a structure of brick and mortar. It should be a reflection of your dreams, your style, and your comfort. That's why we go above and beyond the basics to deliver homes with your desired architecture, dream designs, and interiors that provide the ultimate Florida lifestyle. Located in the heart of Southwest Florida, we're proud to be the Cape Coral builders who never compromise on quality. With Academy Home Developments, you'll get more than just a house. You'll get a beautiful, comfortable place to call home. Our attention to detail, practical construction experience, and unwavering dedication to customer satisfaction makes us the perfect choice for your new home construction in Southwest Florida. Ready to start your journey? Visit our sales showroom at 814 Southwest Pine Island Road in Cape Coral, or call us at 239-410-7080. Discover the difference with Academy Home Developments. Academy Home Developments, building new homes with a difference. Your favorite radio station, Big Mama Radio.
Can you dance to my beat?
Broadcasting live from the W.B. Williamson Brothers Studio.
Can you dance to my beat?
Need a C-Wall or Doc? Call 1-844-WB-BILL.
I'm Lizzo.
Hey, this is Tiesto. Turn it up loud.
Can you dance to my beat?
Your favorite radio station, Big Mama Radio.
Can you dance to my beat?